grow from really a room half the size of this area to where we are now. So watching that evolve and just being part of that's been really cool. But tonight we have some special guest speakers that have actually never spoken for us before here. So I'm excited for you guys to hear some brand new presidentials. And we also have an ambassador that drove 3 hours to come and talk to you guys. So welcome both of you, Alana and Carrie. Yeah, so Alana's going to start, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her story, and then about our products. We're going to get to try some. How many guests do we have? Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, good. So you're going to be able to try some of our favorite products, and we'll hand them out to you guys, and you can pick your favorites, and then get with the person that brought you here, and they can share with you how you guys can get that for some special promotion offers that we have going on right now. And then Carrie is going to share a little bit about her story and tell you guys how you could also join with us and maybe create your own extra stream of income like we have. So, Alana, if you would like to get started and sharing a little bit about your story, and then we'll get into the products too.
Awesome. All right. Hey guys. So my name is Alana Gervin. For those of you who don't know me, I am a new presidential diamond. I've been with It Works for 2.5 years, and it has completely changed my life. It started off after having 2 babies in 11 months. I gained a lot of weight. My second daughter was born 4 days before my first daughter turned 1. And I was losing myself, you know. I had to stop working and I was home, but I missed looking good and feeling good and having my own money. And so this lady, she kept messaging me, you know, about these products, and I totally ignored her, you know. We call it bubbling on my team, right, where you read it, we know you read it, but you don't respond, we see your bubble. Like, that was me. So I was bubbling for months, but I was secretly watching, and so she got me to try products first, and I started off with the greens, the body wraps, the thermo, and the cleanse and shake, and I actually have now lost over 70 pounds. So during that process, I then decided to join the company and build a team locally and really all over, and be able to stay home with my kids. So we're going to talk a little bit about the products first before we go into the business, and we're going to let you guys try stuff. Do you guys want to try some free samples? You guys want to try some free stuff? Yeah, I like energy, guys. So be like, yes, it's free. Who doesn't want free stuff, right? Okay, so we're going to start with the greens. So the greens, you guys, are 52 different superfoods, vegetables, and herbs. And what it does is it alkalizes, it detoxes, and it balances your body. So kind of like that swimming pool right there, it has a pH in there, and we're actually made up of 80% water. So if that pool is not getting treated, it's no longer alkalized, right? So it's going to get yucky, there's going to be frogs living in there, nobody's going to want to jump in there, right? That's what I was saying. We don't want frogs in the pool, right? Well, we're made up of 80% water, right? So if you're not alkalizing your body, if you're not detoxing your body, then you get sick. You get acne, you don't feel right, you can get diseases, you can get illnesses, you can just have no energy. There's tons of things that go haywire when your body is not balanced. So you can take the greens, which have 8 full servings of these superfoods inside this one package. So my babies, literally, when I got involved in the business, my daughters were 4 months old and 16 months old. And at 6 months old, her pediatrician approved these quarter of the amount in her bottle, just to keep her healthy. I brought it in, I was a newbie, everybody's like, give your kids these greens. And I'm like, well, it sounds good, you know, but let me go ask the doctor, and I did, and she was like, this is incredible, give it to them. They've been on it ever since. Now they're 3 and 4. They can sell you these greens themselves. I mean, they know all about them. So they're great for you, they're great for your family, but they also taste good. Have any of you guys juiced before? Tried anything juiced, went anywhere, had all that stuff put in, and it's really good for you, but it doesn't taste great, right? Or you bought all these fruits and vegetables and spent all this money and you got this much in your cup later. And then you have to clean the mess, right? This, you just rip it open, stick it in your water bottle, and you're golden, right? Also, they're about $1 a day for the 52 different things inside of here versus juicing and spending hundreds of dollars. It's like $800 for a juicer alone. So it's a great investment. And it comes in berry and it also comes in chocolate. I always tell kids who are afraid of green that it's Shrek juice. And then chocolate is just their chocolate milk. I give it to them in almond milk, coconut milk. You can even put it in a shake as well. So we're going to sample, she's going to be sampling out the greens. If you guys want to try them, just let her know. And she'll bring it over to you, okay? Okay. So we're also going to talk to you guys about collagen. Do you guys take collagen at all or heard about collagen? I feel like you see collagen all over, but it's like a face mask and you get like 1% of it. And it doesn't really do anything. This is really different. This is skincare that you can actually drink and it tastes amazing. Literally amazing. It's like a fruit punch, but without the sugars, okay? So what this does is there's 5 different types of collagen inside of here, which is typically unheard of. Normally there's 1 to 3 types of collagen in other products like skincare and stuff like that you put on, externally. But when you drink this, you get 5 different types of collagen. So it's going to help your hair, it's going to help your skin, it's going to help your nails, it's going to help with pain, it's going to help with muscles. It's like the glue that holds everything together, basically, right? And so what happens is we all have collagen. We all have it in our body. But as we age, we lose our collagen, 1% every year after 18 years old. So what happens is we start to get wrinkles when we lose our collagen. We start to get brittled bones when we start to lose our collagen. Our elasticity inside of our body is just not the same. So if you just took the time now, before all of that happens, then you would be aging gracefully. And if you already feel like you've aged, you can basically reverse it by drinking this collagen, and it tastes so good. So I think we're going to be sampling this out too. And it's flavored with monk fruit, which is so good, and it's all natural. So you guys are just absolutely going to love about that. Do you guys have any questions about collagen or greens? No? I'm good. All right. So, am I good? All right. So we're going to talk ketones. Anybody do keto in here?
I'm going to let you guys sample collagen now.
Keto? Yeah. Stacey's going to do collagen? Keto? Sweet. So ketones, you guys, what this does is it actually puts your body into ketosis between 30 minutes to an hour. So obviously anybody can do keto without a product. I'm a realist, right? You can do keto, you don't need to take a product, but it's going to take you 2 weeks of being a perfect little angel to get yourself into ketosis. And you're going to be peeing on that stick, and you're going to be seeing where you fall in line with, what you're trying to accomplish. So it's kind of like a dishwasher. I saw this post somewhere and I thought it was the best thing ever, right? You don't need one to clean the dishes, right? But it speeds up the process, right? So it's the same thing.
Say that again.
Right? Dishwasher. You don't need the dishwasher to clean the dishes, but it speeds up the process, right?
And that's what ketones do?
Well, yeah. Yeah, you
Take
take
your
2
analogies
weeks.
like did you say your oil change 1 minute ago?
That's the cleanse. Oh, but seriously, you guys, right? You can do keto. Some people, very keto, are like, I'm doing keto without anything. That's great. I'm all about quick results. So if you take these ketones and you make it in the morning, you're in ketosis in an hour versus 2 weeks. I mean, that's a pretty rapid difference, And it literally tastes like country time lemonade. So why wouldn't you want it? It's incredible. And if you have a few drinks, you can drink this too, and you feel great the next day. So ketones are great, you guys. So they're keto friendly, and there's also lots of other benefits from ketones. So even if you're not doing strict keto, you can actually still use ketones to reap benefits. They put you in the deepest REM sleep. I never dream, but when I drink ketones or collagen, I'm dreaming. I dream of things. Seriously, it's just you sleep really, really good on it, and it's just really good for your overall health. So don't overthink it and think, I'm not doing keto, so I can't try it. It can work for you even if you're not. Okay? Who's tried the collagen so far? Did you like it? Yeah? Wasn't it good?
Did you say Crystal Light?
Like Crystal Light, yeah. What about the greens? Did you like the greens?
Try adding lemon, whoever said that.
Soda?
Added lemon.
If you drink soda, you might not like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna call you out real quick. Yes. Just saying. Awesome. Anybody else? No?
Anyone else want to?
So everybody liked it. Awesome. Yay. All right, cool. So the other thing we're going to talk to you guys about is keto coffee. We're a Cardi team. Okay, so keto coffee, guys, is amazing. I will tell you right now, I never liked coffee, never, ever. But I don't know, a year and a half ago, when this came out, me and Stacy, we talk every day. So we were trying to lose a few pounds, and we were taking pictures of our toes, every morning on the scale. And I didn't get this keto coffee at first. I'm not gonna lie, she did. Drank it, boom, 5 pounds gone in a week. And I'm like, I don't like losing. Okay, so I was like, I want to lose pounds, but I don't want to lose I wanted to lose the weight faster. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. I beat her by a pound. Just a week or so later, and I lost 6 pounds in a week. All I literally did was substitute this coffee for my breakfast. That was it. It tastes good, it's creamy, you don't have to add anything, you're definitely not gonna put sugar in it, and it keeps you full for hours, right? And most of us, I don't know about you, but most of us are busy, and most people don't even eat breakfast in the morning, right? They drink regular coffee, or they drink their water, and they're out the door. So breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So if you could just drink coffee for breakfast, think about it, and it's actually good for you. It's great for your skin because there's collagen inside of it, there's MCT oil, there's grass-fed butter, and so it's gonna kill those cravings, and it's just, I feel really happy on keto coffee. So if you have babies, it's a must. Definitely a must, right? Awesome. So does anybody in here make bulletproof coffee? Yeah? So it's kind of like the juicing, but not as much. It just is a few less ingredients. But, still it's time consuming. You have to buy the oils. You have to buy the grass-fed butter. You have to buy everything and make it yourself. This comes on the go. So this is a coffee right here. You just rip it open and dump it in your cup and you're good to go. You're golden. I keep this, I like my purse inside, but I have a keychain funnel. So if I'm on the go, okay, if I'm on the go and I have a cold bottle of water, you can make this iced or hot. So I stick this little thing in my water bottle, literally, and I make my keto coffee sometimes. Because sometimes if I'm out and about, I don't have time, or it's so hot here, I don't always want a hot cup of coffee. I'll stick it in my water bottle, my little keychain funnel, and then have a meal. And stop it at McDonald's, right? Or so many people are like, oh, I'm hungry and out. Let me just make this mistake and stop the fast food. If you just kept this in your purse, you could stick to your regimen a little bit easier and still be really full and satisfied. That's what I do.
I need a
so,
keychain funnel.
That's our keto coffee. We do have the pods now. I call them pods, but I think they're really called cups. K-cups?
I think they
I
said
said
pods
pod
on
to
there.
a customer. He's like, what's a pod? Yeah, it goes to Keurig. It's a pod. But, so K-cups, pods, I don't know. These are caramel flavor. So they're the exact same thing as this, except this is more of a light, creamy, buttery flavor, and this is a salted caramel flavor. They do the exact same thing. And I've never owned a Keurig before, so I just pop a hole in this and dump it in my cup, and it still works. So if you have a Keurig, you can put it in there, but if you just want to pop a hole in there, you can do that too. Super simple. I was never coffee on so I never bought a coffee pot. But I love my keto coffee.
We have more keto coffee coming. She's getting more hot water right now.
More water.
So I've forgotten about you guys and didn't get coffee yet.
Yeah, so we do have some options too. We have something called the Mocha Dream, which is such a big deal for so many people. Basically what that is it's this keto coffee with the chocolate greens. And you might be thinking, why do I want to put fruits and vegetables inside of my coffee? But
That sounds incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah,
good,
Chancy,
right?
you totally can. You just
But
pop
it
it
is,
open. It
really
looks
good.
the same as
This
keto
is
coffee.
the same as the berry, except it has an additional ingredient, which is pure cacao powder. And so it literally is like a Nestle, when you make chocolate milk, can you see in there? It's chocolatey. So when you add this to the coffee, some people like sweet. So I don't want you to put sugar in it, I want you to get chocolate greens. These are like $1 a day, like I said, added inside of your coffee, and now you're not only alkalizing your body, but you're detoxing because you have the greens inside of it, and you are getting your fruits and vegetables in for the day. So it's a wham-bam deal, all together. So I just love putting those together as well. So, any questions?
We don't have blue skull yet.
Do you have shorts on? No. Best legs ever, okay? Have we seen her legs? Yes. Best legs ever. She didn't wear her shorts today, Steve. This is... Okay. So we have a product called Defining defining gel, you guys. Defining gel, we call it liquid gold, okay? So what this is it's actually one of the ingredients in our body wraps, but you can buy it in this bottle and you can rub it all over your body. So this tightens, tones, and firms your skin, but it also helps for other things like eczema. Let me tell you real quick, my daughter, as a baby, I said she was 4 months old, my little daughter, Sophia, she had these bumps on her skin. And I'm taking her to the doctor, and the doctor was telling me she has ringworm. And I'm like, no, she doesn't. Not my daughter didn't have ringworm, you know? And so 3 months, different creams, all this stuff, none of it worked, right? So I took her to a dermatologist, and the dermatologist goes, she just has baby eczema, but it was bad. And so he goes, go to Walmart and get Eucerin cream. And I'm like, my cellulite gel gets rid of eczema, right? And it's all natural. I literally swear to you, I went home, I put this on her, it was gone in 2 days. Her eczema. It is so hydrating for your skin. It is literally, it's incredible. It will blow your mind. So you can use it for your cellulite. If you or your kids have eczema, you have another double whammy right there, right? Sunburn. If you're in Florida, it's aloe vera based. So if you get burnt out in the sun, throw you on some defining gel. And if you want legs like this one down here, rub it on your body when you get out of the shower. I know, right? No, but seriously, it will tighten, tone, and firm your skin. It gets rid of cellulite as well. It's just absolutely amazing.
I have a picture.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but and it smells incredible. Are we sampling this or no?
No.
Okay.
No, tomorrow.
So that's Carla's personal stash, guys. Can't go there. But
For her legs.
it's for her legs.
She's brain coffee.
Yeah. So, but that's it. So that's it. It's defining gel, and it literally smells so good because it has eucalyptus in there as well. It smells like you walked into the spa. Like it's just amazing.
You feel like it.
You do feel like it. So that is one of the ingredients inside of these wraps right here. But the company was actually started with these wraps. So what these do is they look like a big giant maxi pad with wings. And they're listen, I know there's guys here. So if you were to turn a maxi pad around, it would be a wrestling belt. Think about it. Right? Right? We have wrestlers in the building that can rap, okay? There are tons of people, men and women, who could use this. And what this does, right? What this does is it tightens, it tones, and it firms your skin. So let's get very clear. You are not going to step on a scale and lose 5 pounds from a wrap. Got it? Okay? Not a weight loss product. This is a skincare product. But you can lose inches. You can lift your skin. You can tone your skin. You can get like stretch marks. I mean, 2 babies, 11 months, first product I tried. I was waiting to call her to ask for my money back. And when I looked at my pictures, I was like, this works, I need more, right? I mean, it was like literally mind-blowing. And here's the thing, I'm all about healthy lifestyle, going to the gym, working out, eating good, right? But sometimes crunches don't help your skin. Okay, that's why people pay surgeons. Instead of paying the surgeon, you can get these plant-based wraps, put them on your body, and in 45 minutes you can see a massive difference, and you can get, there's 4 in a bag. So it's just mind-blowing what these wraps can do for you guys. Gotta drink water though. The more you drink, the more you shrink, right? What'd you drink? Coffee. Don't you know? Where's so that's the wraps, and that's the defining gel, you guys. Those are some of our main products. We have like 70 products now, more products coming, and we just have things for all different scenarios. You know, it's not just weight loss, it's all about your health in general. You know, taking care of your insides, like I said, starting with the greens, alkalizing your body, helps everything start to work more proper, you know, when you do that. So think health over anything. And that's all I got for those products, right?
Do you guys have any questions?
Questions at all?
Can you talk a little bit about the cleanse?
Sure.
Do the oil change.
Okay.
They're all dying to know about the oil change.
So we have an herbal cleanse. It's a 2-day herbal cleanse. And what it does is it cleans out your insides, your kidneys, your colon, your gut, your liver, and your intestines. And it's white pants approved. I'm doing it. Okay. Do you get that? No, it's white pants approved, okay? So like you're good, you can squat, you can go out. You're not gonna have an accident, okay? So you can laugh, tell a joke. It's okay. No, seriously, but I always tell people it's about your health, right? You are not going to drive your car for 5, 6, 7, 8 months and not give it an oil change, right?
It's like 13,000 miles.
I know, well, unless you're Stacy, then
We're going to pull over and
But-
like that little amazing restaurant that I ate at again today.
Yeah.
Because I pulled up for oil change, check engine light, ended.
But you should be changing your oil in your car every 3 months, and it's the same thing with your body, right?
3 months.
If you're tired, if you don't feel good, if your skin's not looking the same, if things aren't working properly, if you're trying to lose weight and you're eating right, and you're working out and you're not losing weight, maybe you need to cleanse your body. So that's definitely important. And it tastes good. Spiky
It does
taste.
taste like candy.
Yeah.
You know those great big sweet tarts? They come in the pack of 4. There's the purple one, the red one, the green one, and the yellow one.
The circle ones.
Yeah, like this. Thank you. Somebody gets it. You know, those are this big, right? Those chewy ones?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it tastes like, the red one. That's my favorite one. It tastes just like the red one. It's so good.
And you're gonna cleanse.
Yeah, you have to because it tastes like that candy. Like you want to drink it all day long, but you just don't.
It's good. I like that. You just don't. You just
It
chug
may
it
not be my
bottles.
best
And it would be white pants approved and that way.
Yeah, might not. Yeah. No
That's it.
squatting after if you drink it
No,
all.
you drink it all day.
No squatting.
Yes. All right. So does anyone have any questions at all? No. Awesome. So I think you're next, right, Carrie?
Do you tell them how to be a customer?
Oh, do I do that part too? Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Sure. Okay, sorry guys. So, they're obviously, to get these products, the coolest thing about this company is we offer wholesale pricing. And I really like that because a lot of other companies, you know, us distributors, we get cool discounts, but then we upsell it, right, to people who want the product. And so with It Works, we get to offer you wholesale, 40% off, and all that means is that you do a 90-day program with the person who invited you today. So you get a product, minimum, for 3 consecutive months, and that automatically gets you 40% off. Plus, the cool thing is you earn free product rewards called Perk Points, 10% back on every single dollar that you spend. All for dedicating 90 days to yourself, right? And I always say, you need to give yourself 90 days to hit your goal properly, to give your body time to absorb everything and get in the routine of being healthy, taking quality products. So it's pretty simple. We do have another option, which is you can get paid to use the products. That makes lots of sense, right? That's what we're doing up here. And Carrie's going to tell you all about this. So Carrie Young is an ambassador diamond with It Works. I'm so excited I got to
Ridley
meet
from
her.
South Dakota girl just relocated to Florida.
Did you move here?
Yes.
Wow.
She just told
I
me.
was wondering, because she's coming, I'm like, oh, were you just here? Well, I'm so excited to hear
From
you
South
tell.
Dakota.
So this is Carrie Young. Yay.
That's her diamond.
So, I just heard I had to speak tonight, so I'm just going to tell you real quick my story. I am Carrie. I just moved here from South Dakota. We've been here a month. I love Florida. Okay, so I've been in this business for 5 years, and I actually graduated. Does anybody know what this means? No, I swear, I'm a bull.
A bowl, yeah.
Yes, okay. I always am like, I'm a bull, and nobody gets it. But I graduated from Tampa just because I came down here for college, and then I graduated, and I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. I felt like everybody else was like, I'm going to be a doctor, and I'm going to be a nurse, and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my life. And so it's actually really sad. I could cry about it because it kind of sucks, when you're in a transition phase and you're like, geez, why don't I know what I want to do with my life? And so my cousin was like, you should do this. And I was like, yeah, that's a scam. And I was like, I'm skeptical. It probably doesn't work. And I was also a personal trainer. I did everything to make money. I don't know if you're, I was a bartender. I was like, everybody's like, what's your story? I'm like, I don't know. I did everything. And so, but I was also in the Army. And I was in the Army and I was a nanny. Well, see, there's probably more between there. But I started this just for a few extra $100 to make my car payment. And it wasn't until I went to an event, I guess kind of like this, and I saw this lady and she's like, yeah, I'm making $10,000 a month from home. And I was like, I'm in the wrong profession. Because I was working full time as a nanny, I was in the Army Guard, and I was traveling all the time, and I felt like, geez, I feel like I could never get ahead. I had so many bills, and I was just stressed because I was like, I still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And so I just really jumped in 9 months, replaced my full-time income. 18 months later, retired my husband. We were living in my parents' basement actually 4 years ago because we couldn't afford rent. And 7 months later, it's crazy stuff. So 7 months later, after living in my parents' basement, we built our first house, sold that house, built a bigger house, and then we sold that house and moved to Florida. So yeah, we became millionaires within 4 years, which I would have never been able to do with a full, like with my other, with my degree, with everything that I did. And so, yeah, we're just living our best life. We're doing this business. And so, in Florida, and it's so cool, like, to have freedom, because I just know, I knew I could stay on the 9 to 5 and do that forever, but we could have never created this type of freedom except doing a business like this, and I felt like I was working so hard, and I could, it's just like, you always have a cap on your pay, but what's so awesome about this business is I get paid what I'm worth, and I'm unemployable. Like, you need to become so worthy of what you have that nobody can employ you. And so, to start this business, you can either, I think there's 2 ways, you can try the products, or, for just, actually, let's say you got a bag of keto. Yeah, I know, so I was like, okay, so you can buy, a bag of keto coffee today for $39, or for 10 more, if you sign up tonight, you can join as a distributor, get 2 bags of keto coffee, start making some extra money, and why not try to create that freedom, or just a few extra $100. So yeah. I don't know what else. Do you have any questions? Oh, okay, how do we get paid?
Love you.
You get paid to use the products? No, but for real, you do get paid. I swear, if you guys want to lose 5 pounds, no, the best way to get paid is lose 5 pounds. Because everybody's going to ask you, what are you doing? I'm telling you, everybody wants to lose weight. So the health and wellness industry is never going to go out of business. It's just going to continue to get better and better. I mean, organic, everything is just becoming healthy and like, let's work out. And I'm like, let's drink coffee, And so.
And work out.
Yeah. Working on that. And so we get paid, we can sign up customers, make commissions off that. We can grow a team and make commissions, and we can make weekly bonuses, and we can make coffee cash, I suppose, and wrap cash. I mean, there's just so many ways you can get paid.
Kaylin, bankrolls on the cash.
Yeah, she's a keto cash bankroller.
Sample bags.
Sample girl here.
Yeah. Did anybody else have any other questions? Oh, and you make really big bonuses. Yeah. We actually have a $10,000 bonus, and a oh my gosh, there's so many ways. You can make a lot more than that. So we have a $10,000 bonus that you can earn this month and more than that. And also we have a $3,000 guarantee. So if you could use an extra $3,000 in the next 90 days, then let's get you signed up.
So we do have some new promotions, and so I'm just curious, how many people in the room are distributors? You just signed up, you haven't ranked yet. Regina's going Ruby this month, right? Yeah, awesome. Do we have any executives in the room? Yay, Megan.
The room's kind of big. Look how
Girl, say hi. Megan's a rock star. You just started too.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
I did.
Do we have rubies in the room? Yay! Awesome. So you guys, Ruby is really awesome. There's a guarantee right now. If you go Ruby in 60 days, there's a guarantee that you could make $1,000. If you don't make it, then they pay you the difference. As long as you go Ruby, that's how confident they are in this compensation plan and in you making money. That if you do what we tell you to do, right? Tons of support. We're all together all the time, whether it's online or in person. Then you apply what we teach you and go Ruby in 60 days. You will make $1,000. Do we have emeralds in the room?
Yeah.
Yay!
Emeralds!
Emeralds!
Stand up, ladies.
Awesome. So emeralds, you guys are like an average $1,000 a month, and there's actually a guarantee for that too. So if you go, or when you go, emerald in 90 days, it is a $3,000 guarantee. $3,000 guarantee. You don't make it, but you promote to that rank. They will pay you the difference so that you make that $3,000. That's a big deal. I mean, you have 60 days to pull that off for Ruby for $1,000. I did that in 30, and I did emerald in 60. You have 90. If I can do it, so many people in this room have done it, you can do it too, right? So do we have diamonds in here? Diamonds? Any diamonds in the room? Yes, I love him.
He's like me.
I did it.
I did it.
skeptic when my wife first started.
He was.
I saw this company as an investment, so I'm thinking, you know, as an investor, our hard-earned money, I'm fighting too. So, you know, we used to live paycheck to paycheck, and I was thinking, you know, I like to keep track of where money's going. So if this company is an investment and I'm the investor, I want to see a return. So I was on her hard in the beginning. And then she was busting her butt and always had the phone up and always had the computer open. And you know, you put in the time and you put in the hard work and good things happen. So good things are happening for us.
So he's the most amazing husband, I just have to say. He's so supportive, I love him. I've had to video chat him and put him in line a few times, but now he sees the deal, right? I'm like, Patrick, just let her work, leave her alone. No,
It's fun when you see the money.
now he's so he's a diamond. So let's talk about the money, right? So diamond, okay, it's a big deal in this company. You unlock every way to get paid in the compensation plan at the level of diamond, and it's an average of $2,000 a month. That's an average. There's no cap, so you can make more. There's nothing average about these people right here. Okay, so
They're not average.
They're not average. So this girl right here. Do we have any doubles in the room? Double diamonds? Yay! Stand up, girl. So double diamond right here, you guys. A double diamond. So you go from an average of 2,000 at diamond to an average of, we'll say, between 4,000 and 6,000 at double diamond. At diamond right now, there's a $10,000 bonus, and at double it is $15,000 bonus. This girl worked her butt off and went diamond and double diamond in the exact same month. They got both bonuses 2 months ago. Yeah,
Pushing for triple.
so awesome. All right, so that's double diamond, and you've been in the business for 10 months?
Yeah.
10 months.
It's almost coming up in the.
She's a double.
Who's in here?
Yes, this is my booth right here, Natalie. So, all right, so Natalie, can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Sure. So my name is Natalie. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I got started. It'll be 3 years in May 10th. May 10th, so that's coming up, right? Wow, 3 years. I was very skeptic for 2 years, so I do it for a long time. I'll try and keep the story short. And then I heard this little thing talking her story at an event similar to this, saying she was an ambassador diamond making $30,000 average a month. And I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. So going to events like this just helps you catch the vision. And I was a bartender at the time, and I was able to replace my bartender pay within 7 months, went full-time with this, been full-time ever since. Yeah, it's just been crazy.
You get to
Paying off
fly to Michigan and see
paying
each
off all
other
my
in the
debt,
street?
randomly finding her in the street of Michigan. Just living, like she said, our best life. And I've earned over $50,000 in promotional bonuses until March. I just earned my mom's account a $10,000 diamond bonus. So that's letting me pay off all my debt, and I should be debt-free by August of this year.
So, do we have triple diamonds in the room? Stand up.
I'm over 10. Come on.
I'm doing triples up here real quick.
I was higher in the chair.
Yeah. So Kelsey is up here. Here you go. So Kelsey is a new triple. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I'm Kelsey. I'm 26. I have a 5-year-old, and I am currently pregnant.
Yeah! Run in the oven!
After trying for 3 years, somebody told me to religiously do the coffee and greens, and they're like, I got pregnant in 2 weeks. So I said, so I didn't.
Maybe I need to stop with that.
I don't know if that's what, but it happened.
It doesn't work for all of us. Just for the ones that want it to, okay?
But when this opportunity found me, I was actually babysitting 5 kids Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night. So who in here has kids? How many? You have 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
They're all different ages. Yeah, I had all my friends were like, can you babysit? Can you babysit? I'm like, okay. But it made full-time income, but it was tiring, So, 6 to 8. And then there's no, time for me or my fiance, so I said goodbye to that. And I said hello to this. And now here I am making $11,000 a month, so heck yeah. Have fun.
And she also went triple diamond and diamond in the same month under diamond and her fiance's. So you got a $25,000 bonus and a $10,000 bonus.
Hail to the yeah.
Hail to the yeah. Awesome. Thank you for
You're
sharing.
welcome.
Congratulations, girl.
Yay.
Yeah, you're next. You're looking at me like, can you introduce me, please?
Oh,
I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm so proud of this girl. Oh my God.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're talking about like ruby and emerald, diamond, triple diamond, what necessarily does that mean to get to that status? Like, how much product are you selling to like get that status?
So you're not actually selling product to get to that status. This isn't your traditional direct sell company where we stock inventory and then try to go around and sell it to get to that level. It's about you building a team of people that are introducing the product to other people as customers. So we're a network of consumers. People they're drinking coffee, they're maybe taking collagen, they may be applying some type of lotion, maybe a skincare. We have products, protein shakes, things like that, that allow people to transfer their dollars. So instead of buying their coffee from, like, what do you buy at the grocery store? Folgers or something, or Starbucks or something like that. You buy your coffee from here because it's incredible. It tastes amazing and it does all of this for you, right? So instead of buying, skincare from CVS that's full of parabens and mineral oil, you're going to transfer your dollars and use a safer, healthier product. So we have customers that are buying the products. So to be to any of these levels, it means you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 100, 1,000 distributors, depending on what level you are, right? Thousands of distributors in our organization, people that want to make additional income, but they want to help other people transfer their dollars to it work so that they're using healthy, safe products for them and for their families. So it's not about me selling XYZ amount of products to get to that rank. It's about me helping people earn additional income and helping them help other people earn additional income. And of course, everybody's using the products. We've all transferred our dollars, right? To use healthy, safe products. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, that's when we're like, no, you can't sample all that fine gel. Like, that's Carla's from her bathroom.
Yeah. Like, that's her stash.
That's not our bathroom. I may take it home, but no. Liquid gold, one for each leg.
Yeah.
I need that routine.
Seriously.
All right, so Alana just promoted to Presidential Diamond, which is incredible, you guys. Second highest rank in the company. This means she's making multiple six-figure income. Multiple, right? Average over $15,000 a month. So you're not peddling $15,000 of product. You're helping people make additional income and helping people get the products. So we're working together as a team, a network of distributors and customers that have like-minded goals with other people's interest involved, obviously. So she has 2 babies, like she said. They are now my little baby spirit animals. Finally got Sophie in. Mia loves me to pieces, but they're 3 and 4. They just turned 3 and 4. She's a single mom. She lives right up here off 64, right around the road from me, literally across the street, right? Different subdivision. But she has transformed her life, absolutely, from when she started 2.5 years ago. Not just physically, but she's a hard worker, she cares, she loves, and she pours into people. She loves her team, loves on them to pieces. And they love her because she is an incredible person. And so I want you just to share that feeling of how this has changed.
It's something that money can't buy. I don't want to cry because I am. Okay. But my whole life I have been very outgoing, loud, crazy, misunderstood, but with a giant, massive heart. And I never had a lot of support. I moved to Florida at 21 years old, my dog and 2 TVs, and said peace out. Parents didn't say bye. They were pissed. I didn't care. I wanted more. I was living in a rat-infested building since 15 years old with that dog, and I worked so hard. I worked in the morning. I used to go and knock through businesses in the snow and try to switch them from cable to Verizon when Fios was invented, and just all these things. And then I worked for Albanian bars at night, in the Bronx, and I just did anything I could to make money. I was tired of being tired. So I moved here. I was here for a few years, but the point is I've always been a leaper. I was super skeptic, just like you said. I thought it was a scam, but I also was watching. And I'm not dumb, I have a brain, and I see with my own eyes. I saw this girl get a $10,000 bonus, and that's when my bubbling days ended. I was like, I'm about to message her. And I did, and I did. I messaged her, I asked her, you know, did you really get 10 grand? Like, what's the deal? You know, if you can do it, I can do it. You know? That's how I thought, like, not to be mean, but I'm a people watcher. I feel like if somebody else is doing something, if something else has ever been done, then why can't I do it? So I decided to just join, and you know, it's crazy because I didn't know what this was gonna bring me. You know, back when I started, I was living an hour south in Northport, and I love all you guys that came here from Northport, but it's not for me. New York City girl, I need life. There's nothing in Northport, right? And so my dream was to move here, even though now we're on farms, but we're working on it. But I'm grateful for this area, okay? So good. But so I was living there, I was, like I said, I was overweight. I've gotten so healthy, you guys, and I am just a whole different person. I used to get angry, you know, I used to like not understand things and just get pissed, and now I'm like, that happened for a reason. Like, I bless everything, and I just realized that everything is happening for me and not to me, and any hard thing I've been through, any struggle that I had to go through has made me tough, so I can help other people understand that they can be tough and get through it too. So it made me who I am, and I can't buy what this company has given me. You know, I became a single mom a year ago. I grew up being raised by a single mom. I used to have to steal friggin' eggs in the snow. You know how hard it is to get an egg home and not break? It is not easy, okay? I'm just being real. Like, it's not easy. So to be home with my kids, we were home a lot as kids alone because my mom had no choice. She had to work. She worked for IBM. You know, she had a great job, but she was never home. You know, so I'm not knocking her. It's just, it sucked. You know, it's tough. So for me, I'm home every day with my kids. I've never left them. I got to leave the relationship that I was in and become independent and not have to be with a guy because of money, because he can support me, because that's what I had to do, right? I got to say, screw this, I'm out, go live with your mom. I'm building a brand new house across from Stacy, and I'm gonna help as many people see that they can do this too. You can't buy that. There's no price tag on that, you guys. There's no price tag on that. You know, it gives you total freedom, you know. So if that's, you might think you're joining for a few $100, but if you stick through it, if you're tough enough, you know, if you have some balls, you can create so much for yourself. And not only that, but I've helped so many people, right?
Love you.
Seriously, somebody's like, how's it feel to go presidential diamond? I'm like, my check was awesome, but when that girl and this girl called me crying because, you know, her man is a firefighter in Sarasota and he works his ass off, okay? But she wants him home more, and now look how much money they just made because I said yes. She, same thing, she's having a baby now. She doesn't have to stress, she's racking in the dough from home. She's not having to watch 5 other kids, you know? Like, that is so priceless because I said yes. So you don't realize how many people that you're going to help when you just say yes to this opportunity. It is just mind-blowing. So that's my story. In a nutshell.
I know, I'm like, man, do more of that.
Oh, yes. It's priceless.
So amazing.
It's priceless, you guys. It really is. Yeah.
Carrie, you're a presidential diamond as well, too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or do we have any other presidentials in the room? Okay.
Really?
Not going to count it. Okay,
Carrie, you
so
want me to hold your phone?
can you,
Oh, you want to trade?
I'll trade you.
Okay.
can you share just how It Works has blessed you? Just in, you know, a minute. How It Works has blessed you.
Okay, so I haven't met most of you guys in the room, and it's because I, for the longest time, lived on a tiny island in the Pacific Ocean. You guys, to leave the island is thousands of dollars. To have events, it was just me. Like, I'm the only person that could hold events in the entire state. Yeah. You're like going through the list of islands. Yeah, so one day and it's a struggle there. You guys, everyone thinks that in Hawaii people make more money, but they don't. They absolutely do not. They make the same. If you work at Taco Bell, you're going to make $10 an hour, maybe 11, you know, depends on where you are. But your rent is going to be $2,500 for a 2-bedroom. So people make the same amount of money, they just work really, really hard. So while we may have one job here, they're going to have 2 or 3, their spouse is going to have 2 or 3, and they're going to work opposite shifts, and it's just really, really hard. And I'm a presidential diamond. So I made decent money, and I was like, it shouldn't be so hard. It absolutely shouldn't. I should be like feeling luxurious, not like in a $500,000 house that is 1,800 square feet. You know, like that's how it is there. So one day, my mom lived with me, and I was like, do you want to move? And she's like, no. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go somewhere where on our worst month, we never have to struggle. Like never, no matter what happens, we will be good. And she's like, that's me now. And I'm like, no, lady, that's not me. So we literally sat down and we made a list of everything we wanted in a place to live. Now we needed weather, like, cause we don't do snow, we don't do cold, like we don't even do shoes. So like that limits you. And then I wanted to look at the cost of living. I wanted to look at the schools, and I wanted to do so much. And so we decided we just moved to Florida, see how we liked it. So we packed up our house into a pod. Like literally, what did you do that?
2 pods.
Pod.
Because it's like $6,000 to ship a pod from Hawaii to Florida.
Yeah.
It is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I was like, you better like love what's in there because it's like prime real estate. So we sold everything in the house. We sold the house. We put my mom's Christmas decorations in the pod. I don't.
$6,000 Christmas decoration.
I don't hear. That's the reason we got the pod. I'm not even kidding. Okay, I'm sorry. She asked me like a little question. And
How does it work? Bless your life.
that's not kidding. So
1 minute on Christmas decorations.
yeah, so we literally shipped our pod, sold the house, shipped our cars, flew to I think we flew into Vegas, had fun, waited for our cars to get in, then drove across the country a couple times because we had 2 months before our pod got to Florida. So my mom and I and a bunch of kids, I have 6 children, and a bunch of kids, we literally drove across the mainland United States 1.5 times last year. And then we landed here, and I can pay the bills with no issues. My savings account is being built back up, like no issues whatsoever. So because of it works on my worst possible month, everything can fall out from under me, I'll be just fine.
That's cool.
I love it.
Yay, that's awesome. All right, Ambassador Diamonds, come hither, please. One minute. How has it worked blessed your life? That's it.
I know. 1 minute.
Maybe we can do it 30 seconds.
Whatever you want. How has it worked blessed your life?
I know Carlos.
Well, mine's easy.
Look what she's manifesting. Woo!
Done.
I know. So when I first signed up, all I wanted was free products. I didn't even want money. Like I had no interest in any of it. All I wanted was, Cammie told me, if you sign up and have one party, you'll get enough customers to get your product for free. So I said, okay, I'm in. Perfect. So let's do that. So I did that, and I did not, literally a year before I really did anything. And then I started to make a little bit of rat cash, and I thought, well, that was kind of fun because I could, go out for dinner, buy shoes, get my nails done, things like that. And then I started making a little bit more. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to set a goal now, and I'd like to make $300 a month. So that was my first goal within my first 2 years of doing the business. And I wanted $300 a month because I was going to save that to go on a Disney cruise. So I did that, and then, year after year, I grew into the income. So I didn't start out thinking like these guys, yeah, $1 billion in 3 years. I was like, girl, it took me 7. It's worth the 7. But there comes a point when it just, I kind of think about it like, if you invest in stocks and you put the sooner you get in and put your stocks when you're 20, by the time you're 60, you have $10 million or something like that. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but it's like that. So it's a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and then all of a sudden 12 years later, I went from just wanting my products for free to like living here. And, I mean,
She just floats in her pool.
She does. Legit.
so I mean, don't even know what's, the next, what could be next, because anything, literally anything is possible with this company. It just blows my mind when I especially see these young people coming up and, single moms and people just wanting to retire their husbands and young, like, 20 years old, and they're in the Millionaires Club, and it's truly life-changing. So,
And you're a doctor now.
yeah. So, yes, because but I did that because I was able to. I was just able to, sign up for it and pay for it and do the work, because they're like, how did you do that in a year? I'm like, well, I didn't really have anything else to do because I'm home, so let's do it. So yeah, it's pretty cool when you have the freedom of time and finances aren't an issue. You can do anything that you want. Anything that you dream of, you can do it. So that's my story.
Yes.
So I'm Kay Dixon. I've been with It Works now for 10 years. This is my 10th year, and I remember being in college, and I was in a class, and I studied fashion merchandising. So the business of fashion is my background. I was going to be a buyer, and I remember taking a course, and our professor telling us that we were to create a store from scratch, and we had to create the concept, and that was the semester-long project. And we get through the whole thing, and I asked her, I said, well, where does the money come from? Because we never talked about that. And I had this epiphany. They never talked about that, the creation of your future. They didn't talk about how it was going to manifest, how you were going to get the money. And I had this awareness that, oh my gosh, I'm going to graduate college. None of my friends could even get jobs because the economy had just crashed. This was 2008, 2009. And I was watching them get out of school, and they were going back and sleeping on their parents' couch. They were working in coffee shops. They had 2 and 3 jobs. They were going back to grad school thinking they would just kind of maybe float through it. And they were in a tremendous amount of school debt. But because of It Works, I actually grew up with this company. My mom is one of the owners. Her name is Pam Souter. So she discovered the wrap that Alana talked about. She discovered this product, and she brought it to market in December of 2000. And so I was 12 when she discovered this product, and I grew up with It Works. So I knew, how many wrap parties I've been to in my life? I was 12 years old, and we would fill up a jar of cash. The women would come in, they'd all pay, and I would be like the money keeper. I loved it. This is fun. And I would go and support her, but I never saw myself a part of It Works. I was her cheerleader. As your children are your biggest cheerleaders. They're watching every move you make. They're hearing everything. They're listening, they're absorbing, they're with you. And as a mom now, I realize that. They're really absorbing it all. And I was absorbing this as a young girl. And so when I was in college and knowing that I had grown up with this company and my college was paid for, my brother and I went to school. He's 3.5 years older than me, and he decided to go at the same time I did. So suddenly my mom had 2 kids in college, and she was paying for us to go to college together. But because of It Works, that was a no-brainer. Because of It Works, I could go study abroad for an entire semester, and it was paid for. And I realized that her building this company with Mark, our CEO, they did it in the same way that we're doing it now. They built it by making connections, by getting the wrap on people, by sampling the products, by just being consistent. And they built it the same way. So in college, I decided to join for a couple extra $100 a month. I was working very part-time retail, selling high-end clothing, and I was making $500 a month because I could only work a few hours. So it was limited. And within my first year, I promoted to Double Diamond in about 10 months as well, when I was making a 5-figure paycheck at 22 years old. And I realized no one was hiring in the fashion industry that would pay me that and have the freedom that I could have doing this. So I did decide to go full-time. I was absolutely in love with the business. I had gotten over all my fears of, stepping into what I thought were my mom's shoes, and I realized I was my own individual in this business. And here I am 10 years later, earned multiple millions of dollars. I have 2 adorable kids, both boys. I have Miles, who's 13 months old, and I have a 3.5-year-old son, Kennedy, and my husband is able to live his dream. He's a recording engineer, and because of It Works, we're able to provide a lifestyle for him too, to do what he loves and his passion. And so we moved here 4 years ago, and we bought our first home, and then just recently discovered that we might be buying our second home and moving into that one. And so we're on a journey of growth, and I would just challenge you as you think about your life now, think about the things you love about it, think about the things that you could change, and allow this business to be your vessel for that, because I can assure you it can. And just take it a day at a time, a step at a time, follow the guidance of your leadership, because it's true, your entire life can change like that if you allow it. So that would be my little snippet. Anybody else? Is that it?
Yes.
Not yet. There's a lot of not yet coming screen.
All right, well, thank you for coming and listening, and guests that are here, go ahead and mingle, ask questions, we're all here for you guys. If you want a drink or anything, there's some snacks, and we're here just to answer any questions for you guys. So thanks for coming out. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. So great.